starting your journey to financial freedom. Now, you're listening to the New Investor Podcast.
This is the Young Investor for the New Investor Podcast, and today at market close my portfolio has finally picked up. It is up by 0.24%, and while it does not make up for the losses of the week, it is always good to see progress, however small it can be or however slow you feel it can be. Now, as mentioned earlier, I do have a yearly financial objective, which I will achieve regardless of the obstacles along the way, the temptations or people telling you things like, you live only once, or you will not take that money to your grave, or I want to live today, not tomorrow. Now, let's just say that the universe will bring you all sorts of reasons for you not to make your objectives or for you to give up along the way, as the universe, requires you to take action to change your story. But you also need to be attentive. The universe actually brings you more positivity in your life than you can imagine, giving you all the reasons to actually succeed in pretty much anything you set yourself on doing. Money here is just the objective, a motivator, a tool to give you a little bit more freedom and security. But ultimately, we're talking about the pursuit of happiness. Happiness, I believe, is in the process of getting to your objective, not in the end game itself. Now, I have had a tremendous amount of fun just starting this podcast, for example. Now, the universe is not giving me subscribers or a lot of listeners as of yet. It is telling me to basically stop and do something else that way, but it will also telling me to continue and to do an episode practically daily. The process of doing this project is where happiness lies. Now, the universe is also challenging every single component of success. Your patience, your perseverance, your level of self-awareness. The universe here is you. And the beauty of it is that you can control it. As we say, you are your own worst enemy, which is actually very, very true. How can you control the universe? The actual control fuel lies in surrounding yourself with positivity. I wanted to spend some time on this, as this is key to the whole mechanism towards your success. Now, surround yourself with positive people, with achievers, with people who have the same energy than you. And don't get me wrong, I'm not talking about hanging with people with money or social class you aspire to be part of. You can admire them if they bring value in your life, but you're not them. You will succeed on your own terms. Your story is different than anybody else, so stay focused and not distracted by things that will not contribute to your own progress. Ensure that the time you allocate to any of your activities are actually getting you closer to your goal. Stay focused. It is imperative that you cut out from your life negative people or negative thoughts. It is hard at times as we are emotional beings, but then feed yourself with positivity. And there's plenty of content out there to rebalance your thoughts until the day you're trained enough to that respect that you can simply prevent negativity from even getting close to you or reach you and self-start practically immediately. Now, my main source of positivity, for example, lies in classical music, which for me is pure food to my soul. What is yours, for example? Let me know what is your main source of positivity. Now, I also love calling my mom, for example, as she has simply reached that pinnacle of positivity. She has beat every single challenge along her way because of her positivity and her almost divine understanding of that principle. Now, listening to her resets all my meters back to positive. Now, find your sources of positivity and ensure you're hooked on them on your journey towards the accomplishment of your objectives, in this case, your financial freedom. The young investor must look at his actions and habits in detail and understand the negative impact instant gratification can have on his long-term goals. As an example, in the United States, I understand that a Starbucks coffee can cost you up to $5. A full options coffee probably. Then let's say you need this every morning. For some reason, you're unable to pour yourself a 2-cent cup at home. Oversleeping, laziness, not exactly sure here, but that will cost you $150 per month or $1,800 per year. Now, I am a hotelier and I can guarantee you that with this money, you can stay in my 5-star resort in paradise for a full week. Now, saving that $5 coffee will save you an entire vacation if that is what you're planning this year. Now, remember, even vacation can be rescheduled when you have attained a few financial milestones. It is indeed in the little things. Maybe you should save that money and see how gratifying it makes you feel, how you will start adding up those little ounces of happiness, one drop after the other, by simply reviewing your life habits in detail and by keeping a positive approach to all of this. Find the balance. Don't also punish yourself. That is one example out of many that can be reviewed. Now, by the way, investing these $150 saved that month can actually buy you 5 shares of Bank of America and pay you dividends of 27 cents equivalent per month. Hence, actually covering your home freshly brewed coffee expense for your lifetime. How's that? I hope you have found value in that episode, and please follow me on Instagram at The New Investor Podcast, and I would love to hear from you as well, and tell me about your sources of positivity around you. Now, I wish you all a fantastic and very positive day ahead.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.